Hi crafters, I'm Robbie Susan Chandler from RobbieSusanCardsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. I'm here to share a project with you, so let's get started. This is the card I'm sharing with you today. It's what I call a scenery card. You have the tree and the mountains or the grass up in the front in a silhouette shape, and then you've got some sponge background and the sun in the background behind the trees. Unfortunately, a lot of the supplies I used on this card are going out or retiring, such as the Mango Melody cardstock and the Rhino dies, Rhino Ready Dies were on our online exclusive list, and I think they have also already sold out. But think in terms of some other tree dies that you have that you could do the same thing with. So let's get started on this one. First you'll need a card base of the Mango Melody, and it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And then you'll need another piece of Mango Melody, and it's 5 by 3 3/4 inches, and this is the one we're going to work on. You'll also need a piece of basic black 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and then some Daffodil Delight to punch your sun out of. So let's start with the 5 inch by 3 3/4 inch Mango Melody piece, and all we're going to do to this piece, let me get this out of the way, we're going to take this piece and just add some color to it, and the color I chose was Sweet Sorbet. Now I want you to notice that when you put sweet sorbet on a piece of white, see how pink it is? But when we start adding it to this Mango Melody, it turns more of an orangey color. Now here's a hint. Start off your paper and sponge onto it, or tap over and then start here. But with this card, if you get one of these blobs, and I'll show you one like that, if you get one of those, you don't have to worry about it, because this frame that we're putting on it will cover that. But the secret is start off, sponge on. Start off, brush on. See, I think there's a Karate Kid movie that has something similar to that. Hadn't even thought about it till now. Alright, now let's put a little bit out here in the middle. Just a little. And I think I want to make the sky a little bit darker up there. And sometimes I like to just wipe it back and forth across like this. Okay, and also I stamped some birds on this Daffodil Delight piece, and let's just put a little bit of orange there, just to make our sun have a little more dimension to it. Okay, so we've sponged this piece. Let me get our ink out of the way. Let's go to our Mango Melody base. So this piece you're going to adhere flat. Let's get it down. And the reason this one's flat is because all the other pieces we put on top of this are dimensional, so we don't want it to get too tall. Now let me show you how I got the frame that we use. We used a piece of basic black 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and then I took the Radiating Stitches dies, it's this one. I laid it out on the edge. Now there's also another Radiating Stitches die, the next size down, that you can lay right on the inside. Now that cuts out this piece. But wait, you can do some more cutting at the same time. The trees and the piece that goes on the tree, all of these can be laid in here and cut at the same time. So then this is your Rhino Ready. So you're cutting all of these pieces out at the same time you're cutting your frame. So when you get all of those cut out, you end up with your Radiating Stitches frame and this piece. Now, the fun part about this piece is I used it on the inside. You can just lay your the white piece that's 2.5 by 4 inches, and it's cut with stitched rectangle frames, and it fits perfectly right in the middle of this, and it hides the pieces you cut out. Ah, sneaky how we don't waste any paper with this. Okay, so let's continue with our card. This goes on with dimensionals, and it covers the edges of that. This glues here, and then you put your tree right here. And I have already done that with this piece right here, so I'm just going to show you this one. So let's add the top part of the tree. Now this die set actually has 2 trees in it, a larger one and a smaller one, and I chose to use the larger one. And if you notice, my tree goes a little bit over on my frame, which I think is fine. I don't have a problem with that. All right, let's add the smaller, I don't know if you want to call this mountain, grass, hills, whatever. We'll call it mountains for now. And you want to slip it down a little bit into that edge. You don't want a gap there. And then we have another piece here. Let's slip it right down in there. Okay. And then for my sentiment, I just stamped Happy Birthday from Art Gallery on a piece of Daffodil Delight and punched it with a retired punch I had, which I really like, but we don't have anymore. So it's called, in case you do have it, it's called the Classic Label punch. And then I just put this, move that down just a touch, put this right here on the black so it'll show up. Okay, and then on the inside I stamped, here's Hope It's Your Best Day Ever, and that came from the Let's Set Sail stamp set. Stamped it in Memento Black, Tuxedo Black. Put the birds in here too, just to adhere this to the inside. And there's your card. Pretty simple, pretty easy, but a very pretty card. And you could do the same effect with any other color combinations and any other tree dies or outline dies that you have. So I hope you like this card. Maybe you'll give it a shot and try to do it yourself. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And until next time, happy crafting.